Our story of yesterday. So you recall the story that Tzemach Tzedek came back from this arduous, to put it mildly, a meeting that the government, the Russian government, called all the Rabbanim, and he was arrested 22 times and sentenced to be executed. So we came back to Lubavitch. After that, he said nobody should come for Shabbos, but two Chassidim came and they were Rabbi Peretz Chain and Rabbi Paritche. How did Rabbi Peretz Chain arrive? What did he look like? What?
Covered in lime.
He was caked in gypsum. I think that's what they refer to it, and because that's the only ride he could find. I guess he was unrecognizable, head to toe in the clothing. And the Rabbi Paritche that Tzemach Tzedek heard, he asked him, I asked you not to come. So Rabbi Hillel said he had a question in a Maimah and he came to ask the Rebbe. And the Peretz said he came to inquire the Rebbe, how's the Rebbe doing? And Tzemach Tzedek's face shone and he said, a good friend, a good friend. And he saw that the Rebbe was very happy from his visit. Now, the story will conclude tomorrow. I just want to tell you that in 1970, as you all know, there was a conclusion of the Sefer Torah of Mashiach that the Frierdiker Rebbe had begun. It was left incomplete, and the Rebbe concluded it Yud Shvat, Friday, Erev Shabbos Tavshin Yud, and friends, I was 13 years old in Australia, far away. This is before the days of communication as we know today. Nonetheless, the whole world was mamish a buzz. Mashiach Sefer Torah, Mashiach is coming. It was very innocent, at least so it seemed to me, time. Now, one of the Chassidim in Australia, Chaim Bransky, went to New York. From those days, that was a big journey, and he was there for all of 3 days. He spent probably equal time traveling to the time he was he left Sunday or Monday, arriving out of Shabbos. When he came back, I wasn't present at the meeting when he came back. So he reported to the Chassidim what he had seen and experienced. Now, one of the Chassidim was my uncle, Shmuel Batzala Altois. We mentioned his family, Binyamin, his father. He was the one that said we have to go to the prison and give our souls for the Frierdiker Rebbe. Take us, not him. That was his father. So Shmulik, as we fondly called him, the Chassidim everybody wanted to hear, what the Rebbe say, the Maimah. He says, one question. How does the Rebbe look? How's the Rebbe's health? Was macht der Rebbe gesund? That was the first question. Then everything else. Similar to a sentiment expressed here. So-called a good friend. We'll continue tomorrow. I wasn't present at the meeting. How do I know that he said that? Because Yossi Chitrik, he was a shliach then in Australia. He wasn't. Actually, he was later. He heard of the story anyway, and he would talk about this a lot. Yeah, there's a chassid and there's a friend. Quote unquote, trepidation, friend. The Rebbe is Gashmius. And now Moishe is adding a personal thing. You're free to disagree. One of the manifestations of being a good friend is put this delicately, and you're not going to do something that, even though on some chassid level, this is promoting, saying this, not embarrassed, you'll say it. But chassid is not dispo. The friend aspect is this going to make his prestige greater, or is it going to elicit just mockery? It's true, it's right. But what's the response? That sensitivity, quote unquote, friendship. It's all fine and good. I can say this. It was Purim, the story of my same uncle. We'll conclude with that. It was Purim, Suda in his house, my uncle's house. The whole family came. And I was before I left for America, so I was 17, maybe 16, 18. Purim, as I said, a little L'chaim. So this is the mid-70s, friends. And I'm saying, the Rebbe's Mashiach, that's what I'm saying at the table. So he turns to me and says, Moishe, I can't imagine a better candidate than the Rebbe. But what have you gained in saying it? What's have you done in saying it? No, sensitive to how is this being heard? And what is it? What kind of response does it elicit? That, to me, is an aspect of quote-unquote friendship. Have a wonderful day.